What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be learning about attributes. Or rather the attribute selector. And you may remember that some of the HTML elements use attributes to add extra detail or functionality to the element. Some familiar attributes may be the href or the hyperreference, or the src, which is the source. But there are many more, including the class and ID. So the attribute selector can be used to target HTML elements that already contain attributes. Elements of the same type can be targeted differently by their attribute or attribute value. This alleviates the need to add new code like the class or ID attributes. So attributes can be selected similarly to types, classes, and IDs. So the most basic syntax is just surrounding the attribute with the brackets. So in the example above, you can see that the href right here is surrounded by the two brackets, and it's setting the color to be magenta. So it can get more granular, which granular basically means like it can get more like this, like more complex essentially, by adding type or attribute values. One way is by using the type attribute times equals value. In short, this code selects an element where the attribute contains an instance of a specified value. Let's look at an example real quick. So you have the code right here, okay? Image equals source, okay? You have the winter and then you have the summer, okay? So what this code does is essentially the HTML code renders two image elements containing a source attribute with equaling a link, right? So what you do is you have basically the type, as we see, you have the type right here, you have the attribute, and then you have the value. So type, attribute, and value, and then you can set it. So now let's take at the code above and see what it's doing. So the first rule set looks for an image element, right? And then with an attribute of source, and then that contains the string of winter. So if you can find all that, it sets it to 50 pixels. But the second looks for an image that has a source equal to summer, and that sets it to 100 pixels. Notice how no new HTML markup like a class or ID needed to be added, and we are still able to modify the styles of each element independently. This is one advantage of using the attribute selector. Again, that was a lot, so let's go ahead and do some practice with this, and hopefully it'll help you do this. So let's go ahead and do this. So to use the attribute selector, select the A element with an href attribute containing Florence. Add the following code to style. Okay, let's go ahead and add this code, okay? So we're actually going to type it out. So we'll do href times equals, and then we have a single, and then we have Florence, and then we'll do color, and then we'll do light green. Okay. Okay, the learn more in right here is gonna change to green, to light green. Yep, there you go. Change to light green. Cool. And then next in style.css, use the attribute selector to select the A element that has an href containing Beijing, and add the color light blue. So honestly, we're just going to copy, paste, And another thing I really like about this, you can just hit explain code and it explains your code, which is so nice. But yeah, and then we can change this to Beijing, and then it's gonna be light blue. And again, change it to light blue. Finally, use the href to say to make CL, and we'll make it light pink. And there you go. So that's all we basically did. We basically put A as in the anchor, and then you have the href times equals, and set it equal to Florence, and we set it equal to Beijing, and we set it equal to Seoul, and that's how we got it to work. So again, that was how to select attributes in CSS. If you did enjoy this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.